Back here on Newsmax TV, Joe Pags in for J.D. Hayworth. We're talking about the border and deportations. The Department of Homeland Security is reportedly going to raid hundreds of homes of suspected illegal immigrants in an effort to deport some of the thousands who came here from Central America last year. It's being called the first large-scale deportation effort, and Donald Trump is taking credit for it. Let's bring in our panel. First is Javier Manjarres. He's managing director of the SharkTank.com blog. He's a GOP strategist as well. We appreciate you, Javier. And also we've got Franco Ripple, a Democratic strategist with Kate Communications. And gentlemen, we appreciate both of you. I've got to start with you, Franco, and here's the reason why. I live in Texas. I live in South Texas. We know who was coming across the border. We know how many came across the border. And we were all complaining and saying, what are you doing? And the Obama administration said, you know what? These are women, these are children, these are orphans. They have no underwear, for goodness sakes. How dare you not take them? And now this administration is deporting those people? Help me understand.
Well, I think this administration has always actually been very strong in saying that, look, if you break our laws, if you come across our border illegally, especially if you are ordered to be deported, that's a key point that's missing in a lot of the debate about this topic. If you are ordered by a judge to be deported, DHS is going to find you and deport you. It's only the right thing to do. But something that's critical in this debate about this specific set of raids is that the Obama administration kind of has its hand forced a little bit. They're forced to do this in part because of practicality. Border crossings in the Southwest have increased 173% in October and November. They have to do something about that. And similarly, a judge actually forced the administration to start releasing people from detention centers who are here illegally. They have to actually start doing this to manage the situation.
Franco, I appreciate what you said. I just don't believe it. Not that you're lying. I think that you've got the Obama administration wrong. In fact, if you come here illegally and stay here illegally, he offers you jobs. He gives you a 2-year deferment. He's pushing for the DREAM Act. Am I missing something here, Javier?
Well, to Mr. Ripple's credit, Obama has been the one president who's deported more illegals than any other president before him. But look, I think this is all political, obviously. Yeah. I think this has more to do with the recent terrorist attacks that have stemmed from illegal immigration. We saw what happened in Paris, saw what happened in San Bernardino, and I think he's cracking up because the majority of Americans are realizing that immigration reform, border security, and national security are inextricably tied. I think this has everything to do with that.
Incredibly.
Yeah, to disagree.
No, I just want to interject this, and again, I think you both are great guys, but again, I live right down in it, and Obama hasn't deported more people than anybody else. These people are self-deporting because the jobs all dried up. That's really the truth. They're leaving on their own, and Obama says, hey, look at all the people I deported. The people who want to stay here, even Hilda Solis, when she was running the Labor Department, said, not only do you get to work here and compete with Americans, you get to make American wages, and $7 an hour is enough. It's got to be $15 an hour. So this, to me, seems like a sea change. I want to put up on the screen, if I can, a Donald Trump tweet or two, because he thinks he did this, and who knows? You know, wow, because of me, because I put pressure on him, because I did it. I'm the reason why we're having this discussion. Frank, are we having this discussion because of Donald Trump?
Oh, come on. This is just more of Donald Trump's megalomaniacal, egomaniacal, blathering, pandering, thinking that, he's the reason. It's huge, guys. Of course, he's the reason, why, whatever. No, he has nothing to do with this. Again, this has to do with the fact that a judge said that there are going to have to be releases from detention centers, putting people back on the streets that are not, frankly, going to show up for amnesty hearings or for deportation hearings. The judge is saying you have to let these people go. They're not going to show up for court hearings. So the Obama administration is trying to be proactive in saying what they've said all along. If you break the law, you're going to be sent back.
He's never said that. If you come here illegally, you're breaking the law. If you're here illegally, you're breaking the law. He said those people aren't breaking the law. The criminal aliens should go back. So Javier, these are not the criminal aliens. These are the violators who are coming across the border looking for the American dream, allegedly, and he's sending them back. This is a 180 for Obama, is it not? Am I missing it?
Absolutely. But again, illegal is illegal. They broke the law, so I don't care why they're here. They're still illegal. They should be deported. They should have never been allowed to stay this long. But again, back to Trump, I think it's huge on his part because, look, he's taking credit for it. And, look, he's going to get all this free earned media. It's brilliant on his part. Look, it's going to benefit his campaign.
Is this would this issue been, maybe Franco, I'll go to you. Would this issue have been as in the forefront had Trump not said what he said in June when he announced he's running? I mean, you have to give him a little something, don't you?
He won't.
No, I don't
didn't
have
think he would. Right.
He won't.
Shocker of the century, I know there. But no, look, I think this issue has always been important to the American people, to make sure that we have secure borders and that people who are coming here from anywhere in the world, whether they're from war-torn, war-stricken countries or from Western Europe, that they're following the proper immigration procedures, that they're applying for asylum if they're eligible for it. I think it's always been important. But are there other things that the American people want to talk about that Democrats are talking about, like good jobs and the economy and affording school? Yeah, I think so.
Did you just take immigration to jobs and school? All right, Javier, I want to finish with you because I started with Franco, and I've got like 15 seconds.
Yep.
The fact is, we are catching bad guys at the border. Is that really what pushed his hand?
I think so. I think, like I mentioned before, I think it's this whole immigration/terrorism angle. I think that's why he's doing it.
All right, gentlemen, we appreciate you. Javier, Franco, really, the time has been very appreciated. I can go on for days with you guys. Quick break here. We're coming back in a moment. It's Joe Pags in for J.D. Hayworth. This is Newsmax Prime.